or people whom are interviewed whom were of the secret space program, like Captain Randy Cramer of Marine Corps Special Section, and like Corey Goode, and a human whom is of named of words Johnny Alpha, and human whom is of named of word Cobra, of communicated of like interviews or speeches of moments, and so that is of them of YouTube, and that they said a few things of the extraterrestrial presence, and so I knew of a bit of the extraterrestrial presence of Earth, but I haven't seen so much or was sure of an obviousness of what is the extraterrestrial presence until, or of moments of a few days earlier than now, and of a moment of now is a proxitimed of is of 25 seconds of 38, or rather 43 minutes of 11 hours, or rather than 11 hours, of 23 hours of 26 days of 11 months of 2015 years of later than a human, of allness, of logicalness and ethicalness and moralness. And well, my normal spiel, my regular spiel is of an allness of ethical, of an allness of logicalness and rationalness and ethicalness and moralness. And so I wanted of communicationing of moments of what I lived of later than of the moment of the meditationing of everybody was meditating at one moment of what the instructions are that I have with me now of instructions of: 1, use your own technique to bring you to a relaxed state of consciousness, and 2, state your intent to use this meditation as a tool to speed up the process towards the disclosure and the event, and 3, visualize a beam of light emanating from your soul star chakra 8 inches and or 20 centimeters above your head into the soul star chakras of everybody meditating, and number 4, visualize the now collective beam of light expanding into the earth energy grid and connecting with soul star chakras of every sentient being on the surface of the planet, below the surface of the planet, and throughout the solar system. Visualize all beings involved in the earth situation being harmonized with the purpose of manifesting the disclosure and the event as soon as possible in a positive way. Visualize all plasma, strangelet, and toplet bombs being harmlessly removed. Visualize all other exotic weapon technologies being exposed and then removed effortlessly. Visualize full disclosure, massive intel releases about the extraterrestrial presence and secret space programs through the mass media. Visualize the event taking place, finally liberating planet Earth. Of moments of hours of the last communication, of moments of the first time I was a sensation, of the instructions, since of moments of everyone was meditating was I was putting my hand at the many places, or my finger at the many words of moments and rereading it, or like putting my fingers at the words, even though I was of living of other than of electronic artificial machine simulation of like sensation of hearing of words, I was other than of a like thinkness or like thoughtness. Since regularly I was once, and I used to think that the like sensations of hearing that I was was of only of the brain in me, but it's really electronic artificial machine simulations of like sensations of hearing. And so I'm of speech of what I was living of the first moment I was of sensation of communication of the words of instruction number 4 of visualize the event taking place, finally liberating planet Earth, of much of other than stress and much of other than of anxiety, of since so many people are living, so there's so much of electricity of them, and so there's much of human of distances and of other than distance of human and of matter of other than of human, so of a human of sensation and sense, and so of a human of brain of body, and so of a human of slackening and or tensing of muscles, so of a human of brain and body. and that people would live of other than of harm of electronic artificial machine stimulations of body muscle movements of food and water and shelter. And we get the technologies of the healing frequency technologies of frequencies, energies going through human body, so of spaces created, so of animal cells growing into the spaces created of the frequencies. So many people whom are old now, and many people whom are young, are living of a youthness, of a healthness, of, since there was so much Adam and Autumn of so many moments, so they are, and since of more moments of them of living, so of much of other than of stress and other than of anxiety. And I always think of many moments of what liberation means of humans of Earth is people are of other than of slavedness and enslavedness, of communicationing of words, sense of community of a human, of getting and are causing of food to another human, so of food. And I think that once the events taken place, once it happened, once people are of the technologies and the creatures of other than of human of living, and of the matter of other than of living, of planet of Mars and planet of Venus, and of sense of them of living of other than of electronic artificial machine simulations of body muscle movement, so of food and water and shelter. So I was sure that people would subsidize and pay costs, so many robots are a farm of land, and that people might even, of nations of other than of nation of the United States, be of agreement of people of nation in the United States. So of humans of military of the United States, of at and on and of other than distances of country of other people, whom are of agreement of words, so people of the military of the United States are there. So of teaching of the robots, and so of causing of, so of humans of living of other than of harm of the robots. And since people would be of an efficiency-ness of getting a food sense of other than of robots, or rather, sense of other than of human, so there would be so much of an efficiency that people would continue to live of what they were doing of nation, of many people got to live with food and water and shelter sense of words and only words. And more people would get to be of a bestness of languaging of other than of slavedness and enslavedness, of communication of words, sense of community of a human, of getting and or causing of food to another human, so of food. And so people of the United States would have so much more money since of these agreements and deals, of people of the military of the United States of at other countries, so of causing of humans of living of other than a harm, of robots of farming of land, and so of robots of farming of land, and so of humans of learning of robots of farming of land. And so people would be of many of shelters, and so there'd be much subsidization of more schools and more people of teaching of humans of living of other than of electronic artificial machine simulations of body muscle movement, so of food and water and shelter. And I think many people of the state of California and of nation of the United States will live of subsidized or taxpayer funded, or taxpayer paid transportation, of quick and fast transportation to be at the capitals of Sacramento and of nation of the United States. So of the efficiency-ness and effectiveness of the rationing of sense of so many people were of rationing of nations since of years of 1,776 years of later than of human of allness, of logicalness and rationalness and ethicalness and moralness. And since so many people are of words and only words, so of a liberationness, of the freedom of or of other than of, or a sureness of humans of living, of an obviousness of human, rather than of sureness of human of living, of other than of an obviousness of human, or rather than of sureness of human of living, of other than of an obviousness of human, sense of so much action of what was done earlier than now, of human of living since human.